Beautiful night here today. Just on the way home from work. Thinking about doing something tonight, maybe finishing the story with the Alistair Darkwater vampire theme, but with all the gear. That's what I'm thinking about doing. But thinking about talking about a few topics on the drive home. Want to talk about the Behringer Vintage VST. Want to talk about the Synth Kumate that started today, which I'll explain, but I'm sure anyone who tunes in here will know. And then also, man, talk about the Arturia MiniFreak, which is blowing my mind. And might as well start off with the MiniFreak since that's like hot topic, but the MiniFreak is absolutely out of control. It's not a shame that it's so small. I'm actually enjoying that it's a little bit small because I can kind of take it with me and mess around with it a bit, but it has got a lot of weight to it. What's going on, man? Welcome to the synth car ride home. You can drive with me and we can have a chat while I talk to myself and hopefully talk to you guys. But yeah, the Arturia MiniFreak, man, it's small. The keys are mini. So I guess for someone who's not a keyboard player, like I'm not a trained pianist or anything like that, to be honest, I don't even half the time know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of putting sounds together. But so the mini keys don't bother me at all, not one bit, because I've never really played a piano with full keys, so mini keys is not a deal at all. But the sound you can get out of this thing and the ability to manipulate the sound live is something really, really special about this little synthesizer, man. And it's a great price. What's up, Adirondack kid? Surprised you're not hiking up the mountain there today. You know, I thought you'd be on top of the mountain. Yeah, so the mini keys, man, I know a lot of people were saying they don't like the mini keys, but you only don't like mini keys if you want big keys. And how many big keyboard keys do you need, right? I find the MiniFreak is nice when you got it hooked up to a full-size keyboard, MIDI'd and controlled into it, and then you can also tap the MIDI keys too, man. I think that's amazing. So I'm loving it. I'm loving the sound. I think Adirondack Kid did a video the other night, and man, that sounded just like a modular unit. That's crazy. I haven't played around too much with that, but I know who you are, man. I know who you are, Adirondack Kid. That's why I asked if you were up the mountain today. AKA Synth Punk, AKA Big John, AKA the Synth Monk. Yeah, so the mini keys, man, I think the mini keys are awesome. I think the screen, although it's small, I love the screen, man. I think what they got done with the screen for the size of it, it's super intuitive. I love the red buttons, how you can fill them up and down. It tells you what's going on. So I'm super happy with it. Love the touch strips for the modulation on the left-hand side. It's a dream come true for $599. And I'm wondering if the Hydrasynth Explorer is a equal comparison to the MiniFreak. I don't know. It's a tough call. Hard to say. I got the Hydrasynth Deluxe, and I'm telling you right now, I'm enjoying the MiniFreak sound more than the Hydrasynth right now. And I think it's what Adirondack Kid pointed out, aka Synthpunk, is that the filter. There's something about having the digital oscillators going into the analog filters that's very magical. And I'm almost at the point where I'm not completely done with analog synthesizers at all, because why would you ever want to be done with anything? I'm open to all the synthesizers, but when it comes to a hybrid, hybrid's the future, man. You get that sweet analog goodness and you get the absolute insane variety. What's up? What's up? What's up, argument? Yeah, you get the variety of the digital oscillators, and there's 22 digital oscillators in that thing, and you can use the second oscillator as a second or a second LFO, I believe. Read the manual, but I didn't memorize it. But yeah, I'm super into it. I think it's awesome. Anybody who hasn't picked up a MiniFreak, if a sale goes on, go get one. But man, just $599. And if you got a big keyboard, a 49 key or a 61 key, then you get the whole breadth, man. 6 voices, 12 voices paraphonic, which is crazy. So that's awesome, man. If you haven't checked out the video I did last night, story time with the MiniFreak, man, that's cool. I'm gonna do an extended story time. Clean and tidy patch. So Oberheim. Oh yeah, clean and tidy patch. I'm gonna check that out. I like the CS one. There's a patch 38. I can't remember the name of it. It's awesome. And I absolutely love the Geiger patch just for ASMR kind of value. But yeah, loving that thing, man. Next on my mind is that Behringer vintage synthesizer. If I go in and out here, that's because I drive rural. Just hold tight for a couple seconds if the stream chops up, but I don't think it's too much to worry about unless you got ADHD and you got to bail. That's fine. But yeah, the Behringer vintage VST came out. I grabbed it as soon as it came out in the morning. I saw it come out that night. I got up early, grabbed it, demoed it. It's just a straight up analog sounding vintage synthesizer. There's nothing special about it, but if you run it through a bunch of effects, I'm sure it sounds cool. And it's free, so it's hard to really knock anything when it's free. But I guess it's not free because you got to sign up for Music Tribe and give them your email. So you know what they say, man. Data is the new gold, right? So they get your data and then you'll get an email every once in a while, I guess. But it's cool, but they pulled it. They pulled it right off the internet. And I was like, whoa, what are they doing? And then someone came out and said they pulled it because someone inside of Behringer released it early and they weren't supposed to or something like that. And that might make sense because there was no promo for it or nothing. But my opinion is, and you know the Synth Samurai got the hot take. My hot take is they were beta testing the market for the demand. Analog Dojo, what's up, Absurd TV? Yeah, my deal is they were beta testing, Behringer was beta testing the market with this synth, which was potato. It was easy. It's the first one they developed. They wanted to throw it out there. They wanted to create a bunch of hype and controversy. They wanted the people who got it to see. They wanted to get any complaints about it. And they wanted to see what people wanted from it. So instead of giving it to everybody, by the time everyone found out about it, it was pulled. But there was enough people out there like myself, Tiger Arcade, a few other legends who grabbed it and were able to put a couple demos out there so people heard it. And now they're also going to get to add the feedback, which is, I'm assuming, why wouldn't they just put some effects built into their VST so people then don't have to go and use plugins or anything? They can have it all into one. And they're coming with their DAW soon. So I'm wondering if Behringer isn't going to follow the route of release some VSTs in their DAW, and then they're going to be moving into the digital realm, digital hybrid. And I think if Behringer, I don't want them to do this because I got the MiniFreak, but if they did a hybrid where they did digital oscillators with an analog filter, and they got the ability to do analog filters, and they'll have the ability to do digital oscillators soon too. It's only just algorithms, right? Especially if they partner. So what happened to the Behringer DAW? That's what we're talking about, man. The Behringer DAW is kind of, you know what Behringer does? They throw it out there and then they just kind of let it hang, and then they work on a bunch of other stuff to occupy time, and then they just fill voids, which I don't mind. I'm not complaining. I think that's awesome. But the VST got pulled, and I just told you why I think it got pulled, because I think they were beta testing the demand, and now that they know the demand was completely fucking through the roof, excuse my language, completely through the roof, they're gonna bring out, because the fact that they named it Behringer Vintage, I thought was hilarious, because it's kind of people were hating on that name. I think it's a hilarious name, because all it was a vintage old sounding analog Prophet. And don't get me wrong, man, I don't like the sound of the old school Prophet. Who in the chat likes a Prophet? Let me know. Who likes the sound of that old, drawn out analog Prophet? You know? Does anybody like that? I'm just joking. I've never played one, but I know the Rev 2 sounds amazing. The Prophet Rev 2, 16 voices, absolutely amazing. But if you want to get the Prophet 5, it's on sale right now for $1,999 at Sweetwater. Pro 800, what do you think of the Pro 800? You got the Behringer Pro 1, the Pro 800. I think the Pro 800's awesome if you got two. But as far as the Prophet goes, if you want a Prophet 5 module right now, they're on sale for $1,999. And the Prophet 5 actual keyboard is on sale for $2,999, if you consider that's a sale. I don't know why you'd ever go buy that when you can go get a Hydrasynth for... Hydrasynth Deluxe now I think is going for like $1,400. I mean, Hydrasynth Deluxe, you can make that sound exactly like a Prophet 5. 100%. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. I think you can make the Hydrasynth Deluxe sound like a Prophet 5, no problem. And if you really love the nostalgia, pick up the desktop one for $2,000. But man, you can get so much awesome stuff for $2,000 today. Why would you get that? Man, I am beyond happy with the MiniFreak, baby. That is, to me, like I just told you, I got the Hydrasynth Deluxe and I love it. What's up, DJ? DJ Doggy Dad. Last day's 50% off sale on Accord apps. Yeah, check out. We're doing a Synth Car gas station episode here, man. So if you guys know any deals, throw them in here. Yeah, the MiniFreak is crazy. I don't know why the MiniFreak hasn't got more hype. I decided I was gonna do 3 kind of showcase videos for the MiniFreak as a thank you. And then I'm going to, my goal is, what's up? My goal is to put the MiniFreak paired up with all my other gear, and I want to continue on the Alistair Darkwater Vampire story as a tribute to Echo Craft's legendary band that he had. Arturia is killing it. Yeah, if you haven't heard of Echo Craft's story of Alistair Darkwater, check out Synth Fighter Podcast episode 2 around the 3/4 mark. It was a long one, 2.5 hours. We were just chewing it up, and man, what a story! What a story! I think the Super Freak's coming. Me and you were talking, and we were saying, I was like, can they do a Super Freak and then a Poly 12? Aren't they like cutting into each other's world? And I don't think so, because the sounds you get out of the MiniFreak, and if you up that to 12 voices, or even let's just say 8, say they did the Super Freak with 8 voices. Yeah, way more fun than SO2. Behringer Synthclav 3, when's that coming? I'm waiting on the Lindrum, man. That's what I want next. Oberheim brass pad. Oh, deadly, man. So you're already into the sound design. I've messed around the sound design a little bit, but I'm more just like playing the pads. Oh, baby, you bought the MiniFreak viral. Atta boy. Man, you're going to love this thing. I'm telling you. I got a feeling you are going to absolutely love the MiniFreak. And this isn't an episode of the shilling. I love this thing that much. And the sound, I'm telling you, man, play the MiniFreak with headphones on. It's so much more enjoyable. But I don't have big monitors that are absolutely epic. I can't believe it's $600 either. It's only $600, I think, because the size. So they couldn't really justify making it more expensive. But that's a, sound-wise, that's a $1,200 synthesizer. Am I wrong? What would you guys get? If you had the choice, would you get a Super Freak, let's say 8-voice Super Freak, 49 key, polyphonic aftertouch, or would you get a Polybrute, 12-voice full analog with aftertouch, or do you think they'll do a Polyfreak, a 12-voice hybrid digital oscillator analog Polyfreak? That's what they're gonna do. I just cracked the code. Arturia's doing the Polyfreak. Why didn't we think of that? They got the MiniFreak, they got the Polybrute. They're gonna join 2 worlds and make the Polyfreak. Yeah, I love the Micro too. Not enough voices, you're right. The Micro was, man, had some sound to it though, the Micro Freak. But, you know what? The Micro Freak, although it was beloved, I think the MiniFreak blows it away. It's got a $2,000. You know what? The MiniFreak has got a $3,500 sound in it, man. Super Freak. Yeah, Alan, I'm saying, what do you think about this idea? The Mega Freak or the Poly Freak? Or the Mega Freak is the Polybrute and the Mega Freak combined. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking there's no reason to start building 2 flagship models, one going hybrid, one full analog. Why wouldn't they do a huge hybrid, 12-voice hybrid, the freak out, 44 oscillators, 16 voices. All right, this is what they're doing. The Poly Freak, Mega Freak, Super Freak, whatever you want to call it, is going to be 44 oscillators. It's going to have 4 LFOs. It's going to have 4 envelopes. It's going to have 2 filters. And it's going to have 16 analog voices. What do you think of that? What's up from Tennessee? Tennessee's my favorite place. I'm Behringer all the way too, baby. I'm Behringer all the way. Right now, Super Freak. It's a Super Freak. Behringer and Arturia in the synthesizer horse race are neck and neck. But in the samurai world, baby, Arturia's pulling ahead by a hair. But we still got a long way to go around the track, man. But Arturia, to me, after touching this Super Freak, because this is only I got the Beat Step second Arturia synthesizer that I've owned. I've played the Poly Brute, and you know I'm a digital guy because I love the variation you can get with digital. But Arturia, all right, who's Team Arturia? We got to set it up, man. We got to set up teams. Samurai Nation is going to have to go tribal soon. We're going to have to go Behringer tribe, Arturia tribe, and then, you know what? Maybe everyone else can go in the other tribe. Because Moog, I like Sequential, though. Sequential's got a new synth coming for Super Booth. That's the rumor I heard. I heard Sequential's got something coming down the pipe, and I heard Novation's got something coming down the pipe. What's up, Space Capsule, baby? Arturia at the moment is providing way more innovation. You are right, man. But you know Behringer's sniffing around that innovation. And you know, when Behringer smells innovation, they bite. So I'm thinking that I heard Sequential is coming with, I don't got many details yet, but I've just heard, and maybe sometimes when I say I've heard, I've dreamt it or something, or all the data I've been gathering with my 12 to 15 hours daily of synthesizer research has aligned my mind matrix to let me know that Sequential is coming with Trigon was a 6 voice. Sequential is coming with, in my opinion, a Rev 3. Rev 3. That's what they're coming with. But I'm more excited for the Novation, the new Novation up from the Summit. But some people told me that Novation and Sequential might be doing a little sneaky deaky partnership and releasing something kind of together or something like that. So what do you guys think? I tried the MPC last night. Was it Sunday? Yeah, old Ron Cavanaugh. I think that's how you say his last name. He's a legend on YouTube who does absolutely insane boot camps. Check him out. He's in the Discord too. If you need any help, man, he'll help you out with anything. He gave me, I think it was about an hour and a half MPC boot camp last night. So made my first track on the MPC. Although I've made the first track, I don't know if I'm going to keep the thing, man. I still don't know. I got to give it some time. I got to put by my bed now. Every night before I go to bed, I'm going to put the Red Beauty on my lap. And we are going to get involved and see if I can actually enjoy it. But I made a synthwave track in, like, to be honest, 15 seconds. So if I made a synthwave track on the MPC in 15 seconds, and I think it was only 8 bars, and I don't really play around it yet, but man, it sounded more synthwave than anything I could make with my other gear. But you want to know what? It was too easy, baby. It was too easy. It was like I was kickboxing with a 6-year-old. That's what I felt like after old Ronnie boy showed me the workflow to get set up. Then I made the track so easy, I was like, this is too easy. You know, I'm a lightning rider, man. I like turning on the gear. I like setting it up. And then I like saying, hit play on the, record on the camera, and let's see what happens, man. See if you can sink or swim. That's what I like doing. And with the MPC, I found it was real easy to make a track. And I don't even know if I actually liked how easy it was, to be honest. And that might sound crazy, but It felt too easy. It almost felt like I was cheating. Anybody got an MPC, got that feeling? Felt like I was cheating. Now, don't get me wrong. This is coming after last week saying that I couldn't understand it, and then going through Ron's hour-and-a-half boot camp. And too easy can be good. You're right. Too easy can be good. So I just need to figure out how it's going to fit into my workflow. That's all I need to figure out. But for $500, I could trade that bad boy up and get something, you know? We'll see. I bought a new mixer too, man. Echo Craft turned me on to this awesome mixer. It's called Moukey, I think. M-O-U-K-E-Y. Go on Amazon. It's a USB mixer. Stereo, 6 stereo channels or mono. Super low noise. He told me some of the hottest musicians he knows use this thing, so I picked it up, and I'm going to add it as an expansion onto my regular mixer. Moukey mixer, YouTube or Amazon, $35. Go check it out. I got one hooked up. I think I'm going to get 2. And then I'll be able to plug in my Behringer wall into the works. And then we're going to be flying, baby. We're going to be hitting the stratosphere once I can get all that going. But we'll see what happens. So Synth Kumate, let's get into that a little bit because I'm almost home here now. And we're going to try on the internet out because we're going rural, baby. Synth Kumate started today. Easy peasy, you know, like I said, the whole idea with the Synth Kumate is to beat the perfection paralysis. Just get in the groove, 1 song a week for 8 weeks, every Friday or Saturday. It doesn't need to be Friday, but let's say Friday by the weekend. Put your track on Bandcamp, throw it in the Discord. If you don't want to get involved in the Discord, email me the track. 8:30 live stream on my channel. All right, I'll be checking that out. If you don't want to get in Discord, email me your track, but you got to have a Bandcamp account because my whole vision of this was like, we always got these ideas of setting something up and getting it going. Bandcamp right now is probably the easiest thing to set up. It's almost like your own label. You can sell your songs, you can price your tracks, and guess what? After 8 weeks, you're going to have 8 songs. Everybody who takes part in the Synth Kumate, if you do your weekly reps, you're going to have an 8-song album that, guess what? It might not be the best thing in the world, but guess what? It's going to be complete. You're going to have completed a task, completed a goal, and the whole exercise of perfection paralysis, hopefully that'll allow you to understand that everything doesn't need to be perfect, and don't let perfect be the, don't let perfect be the enemy of getting it done. All right? So that's what we're doing. That's the Synth Kumate. And I'm absolutely honored to be sharing it with you. The whole prize of this beautiful thing is that we're building this little community together. We're going to help each other. Hit the Discord, man. We got a tech repair shop in there. We got a video shop. We got a chat room. We got everything you need in there. And if anybody got any ideas of channels to add and stuff like that, just let me know. I'll add them. If anybody wants to be a mod, I'll be a mod because I don't know nothing about this stuff. I'm just the one kind of organizing it for the minute. And at the end of Synth Kumate 8 weeks, I will be doing an awards show, and we'll do some cool style awards, man. We'll do a little vote in the Discord, and we'll pick pick 5 awards, and 1 big award will be a synthesizer, and I'm working on that at the moment. Don't know how big it'll be. Might be a small one, might be a medium one, might be a big one. If I can work some magic, maybe it'll be a big one. If I can't, then Samurai will dig into the Samurai coins, and we'll get what we can get as a prize. And this synthesizer, guess what? If it's not the best, it's a trophy. It's a trophy. So Synth Kumate 2024, the trophy's a synthesizer. That's cool. Maybe it'll be a Behringer, maybe it'll be an Arturia. I don't know. We'll see. But those 2 are the top 2 in the running. Hey, what's up, Harmonic Sonics, baby? Great tracks going, man. You got your stuff posted already. Man, some legends already got songs in there, man. That's legendary. So, if you want to be a legend, you could do 2 a week. If you want to do 1 a week, do 1 a week. When I used to do martial arts, I'd be the first one in the gym, and I'd be the last one to leave. And sometimes I would do 4 classes in a row. Sometimes I would do 5. So, it's up to you, baby. This is martial arts synthesizer. Martial arts synthesizer training, man. We're doing a martial arts style in this thing. Hey, man, what's up? Just bought a 1988 Ford. Sweet. I'm trying to get a new set of wheels too, man, but the accountant will not approve it. But that's all right. This is my plan now. I'm going to buy an RV that doesn't work. I'm going to put it on my property, and I'm going to turn it into a synthesizer spaceship. Or, if I can get one for cheap, take that spaceship on tour. Maybe I'll be to a city near you. I think that'd be fun. That's just a dream I have. Whether that comes true or not, who knows? But I definitely know I can get an old beat-up RV and put it on the property and turn it into a synthesizer spaceship / podcasting thing or something like that there. Just do it, baby. This is life. We're here to live. Anything you want to do, just do it. That's the goal. That is it. Anything you want to do, just do it. If you don't know how to do it, who cares? Just start and learn as you go. It don't matter. Just do it. Synth van, baby. Synth van. And then I'll do a real synth van episode. Yeah, man, whatever you want to do, you want to do it. You want to learn an instrument, do it. You want to play music, do it. If you're single and you want to go on a date, go find a chick or a dude or whatever you're into. I wish Behringer would. Yeah, I know. I think Behringer's whole VST idea, this is my opinion, because I think it's the same thing with the minis. The Behringer minis were to beta test for the synths. All right, anyways, I gotta go. I'm going into rural zone. Internet's gonna cut out. Synth Kumate 2024, horse race, neck and neck, Behringer and Arturia. Slow, slow.